Show how great things God hath done. Luke 8:39. This argument for the deity of Jesus borders upon the ludicrous, but even ludicrous arguments have the power to deceive the unwary. Luke 8:27 through 39 tells the story of a Gadarene man who was possessed by a legion of devils. Jesus cast them out and sent them into a herd of swine, which then ran into a lake and drowned. Jesus then said to the man, "Return to thine house, and show how great things God hath done unto thee." And he went his way, and published throughout the whole city how great things Jesus had done unto him. Trinitarianism argues that since Jesus said God did it, and the man said Jesus did it, this means that Jesus is God. Quote, tacitly suggesting to him thereby that he himself was God, Gill's exposition of the entire Bible. God often works through his anointed representatives. Throughout the Bible, we find God working through his anointed agents, prophets, priests, and kings. For example, when Elijah raised the widow's child from death, 1 Kings 17:17 through 24, he asked God to restore him, verses 20 and 21. Quote, and the Lord heard the voice of Elijah, and the soul of the child came into him again, and he revived. Verse 22. Elijah raised the child when God raised the child, but this does not mean that Elijah was God. Exodus tells us, quote, Yahweh brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, Exodus 12:51, yet Acts 7:35 and 6 says that it was Moses who, quote, brought them out of the land of Egypt. Does this mean that Moses was Yahweh? Psalm 77:20 explains, quote, you, Yahweh, led your people by the hand of Moses. Moses led the people when God led the people, but this does not mean that Moses was God. When Jesus cast the demons out, he was acting as God's agent. Quote, the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works. John 14:10, and quote, I, with the finger of God, cast out devils. Luke 11:20. Jesus cast out the demons when God cast out the demons, but this does not mean that Jesus was God. Conclusion, Luke 8:39 does not present Jesus as God, but as God's agent in casting the legion of demons out of the Gadarene.